Welcome back to the deep dive. We're jumping straight into something that probably catches a lot of people's eyes.
Oh, yeah. What's that?
This idea of apps promising passive income just for charging your phone. It sounds great, but you immediately get that too good to be true feeling, right?
Absolutely. That feeling is usually right on the money. It's like the ultimate digital dream, isn't it? Plug in, relax, get paid. But our sources, especially looking at apps like ChargeEarn from Kango in Indonesia, they strongly suggest you listen to that gut feeling.
Okay, so what's our mission today? What are we digging into?
We're going to drill down into how these things actually work. What's the mechanism? What are they promising you? And what's the often dangerous reality for you, the user?
All right, let's start with the bait. ChargeEarn, for instance. You download it and boom.
Instant gratification, right. A 2,000-point newcomer bonus.
Which they claim is worth $20.
Exactly. They market it hard as $20. But, and here's the first big red flag to actually get that bonus.
You have to tap claim.
And then you're immediately forced to watch a video ad. No skipping.
So right away, it's not really about charging.
Not at all. It reveals the real business model instantly. It's an ad farm. The app developer gets paid when you watch those ads.
Every single action, then. It's just to show you another ad.
Pretty much. Claiming the bonus, daily check-ins, those little scratch cards or lucky spins, even the mini games. They're all just triggers.
Triggers for more ads.
Yeah. You see this progress bar filling up, maybe your balance climbing. It gives you that little dopamine hit, you know?
It makes you feel like you're earning.
But it's just fake money. An illusion to keep you inside their ad-generating machine.
Wow. Okay, so it's basically hiding its real purpose. Which brings us to getting your money out. The withdrawal. You mentioned deception here.
Oh, it's quite clever in a really manipulative way.
Yeah.
They often have a tiny, tiny minimum withdrawal, like 1 cent, 0 to 1 cent.
1 cent. Why?
Well, the sources suggest that this tiny payout might actually work sometime.
Oh, so.
They pay out that penny. It builds this little bit of false trust, maybe gets a few positive reviews saying, I got paid, masking the bigger issue.
Okay, so it makes you think, oh, it's legit, and you keep going.
Exactly. It's about gaming the system, keeping you invested just long enough.
So that 1 cent is the hook. What about the real payout, the amount you actually want?
That's usually much higher. For ChargeEarn, it's $100.
And can you actually reach it?
Our sources are pretty clear. No.
Yeah.
You'll likely never hit that $100 threshold.
And this isn't just a bug, is it?
Doesn't seem like it. It looks like a deliberate pattern. We see this exact same model, this impossible payout structure, in a whole bunch of apps. Supercharge, Daily Charge, ChargeJoy, Good Charge.
So it's a template for these kinds of apps.
Seems that way. Like with ChargeJoy, users reported their earnings just stopping, freezing around $400, conveniently below whatever their cash-out target was.
And Daily Charge?
That one apparently demands you hit $500 before you can even try to withdraw, which is described as basically impossible.
Good Charge, too. You mentioned it has heaps of downloads.
Over 500,000 downloads, yeah. But flooded with negative reviews now. People finding out the withdrawal system is just broken. Doesn't work.
Okay, this is bad. But it sounds mostly like wasting time and getting frustrated. Does it get worse?
Unfortunately, yes. This is where the real danger comes in. After all those hours watching ads, you realize you're stuck. You can't get the $100 or $500.
You try one last time to withdraw, maybe.
Exactly. And that's when the app often asks for your financial details.
Wait, what kind of details?
Things like your email, payment IDs like PayPal, sometimes even your credit or debit card details.
Hold on. They ask for card details for an app that won't even pay out.
Correct. And here's the most critical finding, the real kicker. That data, according to the sources, is not encrypted.
Not encrypted, you mean plain text?
Plain text. You're essentially handing over your sensitive financial info unencrypted to developers running what is basically an ad farm.
And they're not actually processing a payment.
No payment processing happens. But they've harvested your details. The sources strongly suggest this information can then be sold off to third parties.
Or used for spam campaigns, I guess.
Or used for spam, phishing, who knows what else.
So, summing this up, these apps, they're ad farms, dressed up to look like passive income generators.
That's it. They use the lure of easy money, the welcome bonus, the progress bars. It's all digital bait.
To get two things from you: your time watching ads.
And potentially your most sensitive personal and financial information completely unsecured. The only one making passive income here is the developer.
Right. So that final thought for everyone listening.
It's really about questioning and free. If an app promises you effortless money for something as simple as charging your phone, You have to ask, what's the real cost?
Because if the only currency you're actually spending is your time and your unencrypted private data,
then that passive income could end up costing you a whole lot more down the line.
it's something definitely worth thinking about. Keep questioning everything, and we'll catch you on the next Deep Dive.